I'm 34 years old, and it's began from 40 years before, during the revolution. On that time, the women, they were very limited, and there were conservative thought around the country. But during the years, about 15 years ago until now, things changed, and we can feel the changes each year. Of course, emerging the Instagram and social media was one of the main reasons of the changes of the country and the beliefs of the women's.
You mean that the social media impacts a lot?
Exactly. Influence on people, especially women. For example, I can remember when I was a teenager, about 20 years ago, if someone took a woman picture, foreign people took a woman picture, he should kill herself because of that. But now all the women, they post their naked and dressless photos on Instagram, and they don't have any problem with that.
No one wears a proper hijab here. This is
No,
what they're
no, exactly, like
they're
me.
showing,
Yes.
Right,
We-
90% is like
exactly. This is the main question of the other nations when they come here, for example, Europeans and Americans and the other people. Why in this Islamic country you don't wear hijab like the other countries, for example, Malaysia, Arabs, Malaysia, Turkey? When they are Muslims, they cover all the hairs, you cannot see it, and the hands and like this. It changed from Khatami period. I don't know if you know Khatami president, the former president from Iran, about 18 years ago, I think. He was the president on that time. He made some revolution, some cultural revolution for people. I can remember from that time, women just put the scarves a little bit up and lower, and the hijab get less than normal way of that time. And during the Ahmadinejad, people, the women, started a revolution themselves, which called the White Wednesday. In Wednesdays, all women not all women, some women, wore a white scarf, and they walked on the street, and they said, "We are looking for freedom." And this one, a
that's
very
their way of protesting.
yes, the way of their protesting. Of course, it was not illegal, and of course, lots of people are traditional and they don't want to come with them in this protest, but they are continuing this protest. But these are not important. We have these kind of protests in all countries in some way, different ways. Here in Iran, one way is hijab, protesting about hijab. But the main important thing is being more educational. The women get more educated, so they go to college.
See the difference. This generation is quite pretty.
Exactly, yes, they
Compared
go.
to the previous one.
Exactly. They all have some university educations, so they are more knowledgeable, and they have very good insights from the
have their
things.
opinion.
Exactly. They have their own ideas. They go to society and they work. Lots of girls now work like men, and they can do like men in these times, and they know their rights. They do not be silent anymore. They know their rights, and they take them. They fight for their rights, and it's all about the education, I think. When they go to university and they started to be more knowledgeable about the things happens in the world, and by the help of the social media, they understood that they can do some changes in the country. We don't have anything. As a woman, we don't have anything. Like, for example, like Saudi Arabia, no,
Yeah,
no, no. We can vote.
They're more conservative.
Yes, we can vote, we can drive, we can have driving license. We can have any license that we want. We don't have this kind of problems as a woman.
So women are more free now.
Exactly, yes. More free, and you can see people, you can see the woman.
If you go out without, what would they do? I mean, is there any punishment or fine? Or
Yes,
anything?
it has penalty
Or
for
it's
that.
just a social norm now.
No, it has penalty for that. If you have hijabless in your car, they will text you and they ask you to wear your hijab for next
give you
times.
warning,
Yes,
like a ticket.
exactly, for 3 times. They give you warning for 3 times. They text you and they say the cameras record your picture, so you didn't have hijab on that street, and we have the document. So they text you for 3 times, and after that, the police can take your car and put the car to the parking, and you should go and pay penalty for that, and then they release the car. They don't have anything to you, only they take the car, and you cannot use that car. But if you repeat,
But they cannot arrest you or something.
no, not for that, not for that
And
these
how about
days.
the
We still have some rural cultures. In the cities, in the big cities, of course, all people they
date or
choose.
something.
Yes, they choose their partners. We also have white marriage here now. The people marry together without wedding and without writing on their documents. So they just live together like European country. Yes.
courtship?
Yes, they live together, but the government doesn't know. And they just live and they work and they somehow, it's called a white wedding, white marriage. So without writing,
I think.
act, yes. They don't act. They don't do act together, Islamic act. They just talk together and they say, okay, let's live together, and they.
And what about the families? They're okay with it?
Lots of family in the cities, they are okay now these days, but lots of them, they don't know. For example, the girl is studying on the other city, so she lives with a boy, and the family don't
And
know.
arranged marriages are still existing in this part?
Yes, in some villages or some very,
cities.
very small cities, you can see these. In Shiraz, it's very, very few things like this happens. But we have some cities like that they are Arabs in Khuzestan province, for example. They have this kind of weddings, yes, this kind of culture. Yes, we have. Who has to buy this?
The girl's parents.
The girl's
They
parents.
do that, yeah.
Dowry. For here, there are some traditions for wedding. The boy should pay all the costs of wedding. Should buy gold, should buy the dress and pay for the ceremony and all the celebration staffs.
That is the right way in Muslim world.
Yes. And the girl has to buy the furniture of the house, all the furnitures. So boy should prepare a house, maybe rent or maybe buy if he can't. And the girl has to completely furnish it, yes, yes.
And
This
no
is the
joint family system. They live separately.
yes, they live separately, yes. These days, all the young people live separately. They don't live together with the family anymore. But maybe in the villages, again, you can see these traditional things. But now it's more moderate in the country. It is. You cannot see these kind of cultures or behaviors in big cities anymore. Yes, somehow, yes, of course, because they should ban something to control the situation. But all people use the VPN or proxies, so they can access. All people have Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts, and Telegram also. Telegram is filtered also.
So there's no use of banning it.
Yes, exactly. And you know what is the funny things? Sometimes our governmental men, for example, our minister, he tweets. He tweets and with the application, with the application which is banned, but he tweets in the board. Or they have Facebook, they put some videos on YouTube, and it's funny thing, you know. I don't know why they ban it.